Okay, greetings everyone. So let's talk about some couple of HR questions like a human resource management. You can see this is a recruitment selection. From that point of view, what are this chapter one chapter A question? This case, I talk about the online job advertisement. Online job advertisement. So when you're writing for discussion, you can see this
Hi, sir.
sales and marketing director of UK, video games developer came. This is from online. These web advertisements were there. You can see they're seeking a sales and marketing director of UK, video games developer, Cambridge. Salary up to £65,000 plus benefits. So 65,000 per annum. That is like normally they are normally mentioning a salaries in an vacancy advertisement. How much you can earn per annum per year. It's not a monthly, yeah. Don't confuse. If person have a 65,000 monthly, mean that is like a huge, it's a good job actually. I don't think 65,000 means it's a good amount for a month, but normally it's a monthly salary like basic salary UK around 2,500, So that's how it goes. So this case you can see the monthly salary. So annual salary they have given. Normally every vehicles they are normally publishing annual salary. So £65,000, which means if you divide by 12, it is like a 5,400 per month. So it's not bad salary. It's a very good salary. £5,000 means a considerable a good amount. And plus benefits because this is a director post. That's why it's marketing company director post. So it's a work in a full time basis. Full time means working hours should be 8 hours at least per day. Eight into you can see 8 hours per day. If you work like 6 days, Monday to Saturday, so that means 48 hours is normally a full time worker's entitlement. And job nature type of job is permanent job. So industry sector, this is media and entertainment because they need some manager for their video gaming and they're developing video games and developing. So they're sales and marketing director for that. Successful candidate will. This is the job. You can see description. What are things he must entitled to do? Develop and implement a strategic sales and marketing plan to drive growth with a focus on developing a brand awareness. This is the first thing, and also oversee all activities of fulfill strategic objectives to agreed budgets, sales targets, values, product mix, and time scales. Carry out competitive analysis, market and customer research to analyze market trends and uncover new opportunities and revenue streams. So provide monthly management reports to activities, analyzing past performance and proposing future activities and direction. Lead business meetings, delivering sales presentations and product launches professionally. So lead, direct and motivate, build the overall strength and performance of the sales and marketing team because they're expecting a leader for the sales and marketing department. So and also this is a job profile, the job description part of the job, and then this is a candidate profile called person specification, which summarize the qualification, experience, skills, and attitudes. What are the expecting criteria for the candidate? Successful candidate will possess a degree or equivalent industry qualification, definitely a marketing degree. So there are certain courses, professional courses, everything like marketing advantage, marketing degree is important. And also they're asking experience in a similar role, experience in a similar role. As for the industry, similar, this is experience part, right? In the gaming industry or similar field, strong financial and analytical skills is important, and also ability to develop a team while maintaining focus and achieving goals is another important thing. Ability to travel regularly and then be able to work in the UK is another thing, because marketing manager always the person who want to travel because obviously the sales and everything. So. This activity says that normally person should be able to, the right candidate must be able to even travel laws. Okay, let's see what are the questions they are normally coming from this chapter. So you can see there are a couple of questions. First question is, what type of employment will be used to fill the vacancy advertised? What type of vacancy is this advertisement? So you see this advertisement state that the job is a full-time job. Therefore, as a full-time employees, they expecting this sort full-time employee. So answer should be full-time employee. Okay. They say second question, draw up a simple person specification for the job of sales and marketing director. You do not need to show whether the details is essential or desirable. So it can be simple person specification for the job of sales and marketing director. So you can see normally like an organization, simple thing, job description and person specification you can easily we can easily create. Mainly you can say the qualification, experience, skills and attitudes. So everything you can create like that. So what kind of qualifications are there? What kind of things you're expecting from a marketing manager like that? So I would like to share this thing, a document with you. So you can see, uh, right? So you can, in our group, you can see that's qualification experience, mainly degree on appropriate field. You can say there, and also experience level. You can see the minimum 5 years experience in a similar role. Carried out a computer analysis, experience in new business development, know how to develop marketing plan, and communication skills. You can see strong presentation skill, monthly report writing skills, leadership skills. Other skills you may be right, strong analytical skills, motivational skills, ability to chair meetings, sometimes lead meetings, departmental meetings. Personal attributes you can say ability to travel regularly and work in the UK, ability to develop a team. These things must be there. It can be there in your application. Question number three asking how might a business use a person specification? A business can use a person specification. You can see a main objective of a person specification is to help with the shortlisting process, right? That's the main objective of a person specification to help you out with the person shortlisting process. You know what is shortlisting, right? So selecting a best candidate in order to interview, because otherwise it's a waste of time if you are actually interview like let's say 1,000 candidates. No, it's actually better to sort it out like a limited to like about 10 candidates final top 10 or top 25, then they can filter it out. So filtering process we call this shortlisting process. Applicants that do not match this versus specification can be left out of the consideration. Right? This might save a lot of time in shortlisting process. That's why that's the use of the person specification, right? In examination, or sometimes you can see if you can ask outline, they don't ask how might, they must ask outline how a business uses person specification. Or you can say explain. It can be a 2 marker, it can be 3 marker explain question without any application. You can write explain how business can use a person specification. So then you can say therefore the person specification helping the person specification and everything. Question number four, they ask is suggest 2 important details that should be included in any job advertisement. Hmm? Any job advertisement you can see normally you can say some of the important details like to be included in job advertisement. You can see the job title, name and address of the employer. That's must, because otherwise you don't know what to do, how to apply, what are things that you should do like that. So these are the main important things that you must include it in a job advertisement. uh, Mainly the job title is important because the person must be know what is the expecting the job that they are going to apply. And also they should know the name and address of the employer, and also the brief details of the job description. That must be known because job description is important, and skills, qualification and work experience required for the job. That was important. The skills, qualification, experience required for the job, that also must be there. So this case, this question, once they ask for a state question, for example, state in detail included in any job advertisement. So it can be a case study. Imagine it's a bakery. So you can ask, okay, state what are the things included in a job description in this bakery. Let's say lavender. So you can write, okay, this bakery, a person job description including a task. You can see baking cakes, or sometimes distribution part, or serving it to customers. If someone is looking for a waiter, you can say serving it to customers and then helping with the parking. It can be you can say take the customers, the helping with them to settle their bills like that. So these are the main things. You can write something inside the case study thing. Just don't write task, duties and responsibilities. Or job advertisement, you can have to mention. If it's a state question or outline question, you must always have to write something with the case study knowledge. We'll do some couple of questions after this, so you can see that how we can apply that knowledge. Question number 5, look at the thing. Applicants for the job shown have to apply with the CV. What is meant by CV? You can see the CV stands for curriculum vitae. It is used by job seekers to apply for this job when an application form is not provided. So, in application form is not provided, so they are applying from the CV. So, it contains personal details, qualification, experience, names of referees, hobbies, and reasons why they are suitable for a job, right? So I think I have shared this kind of like a CVs with you, a model CVs. There can be different dynamic versions, different CVs. Okay. Last question: assess whether the business was right to recruit externally for this post. What is the post that expecting the case study? They're asking assess, or you can say evaluate or analyze. It can be the question can be the command word. It is the evaluate question. Evaluate whether it was right to business to recruit externally for this post. When you write this kind of a question, they're asking the evaluate. So I like to change the command word to assess to evaluate. Then it's like a 12-mark question. So in a 12-mark question, external recruitment, you have to define what is external recruitment, and you have to provide the answer that what are the two advantages of the external recruitment in link to the case study also, and then you have to write down another like a balance the question. You can write another one or two, right? Maximum two disadvantages also to have a balance, because assessment or evaluation means you have to balance your answer. So I would like to use that the point called BLT model, because this leads to therefore Meliba point. No, make the point clearly and link it to the case study. Explain the point using BLT model, and then write the impact. What kind of impact is there for the business as a result of this external influence? What kind of impact is there for the business area, the marketing department as a result of this thing? Right? Sometimes external recruitment is better. So you can see when a person is very well, let's say cooperate with them, he was very knowledgeable, new ideas can become. So new ideas of the what kind of new ideas in the marketing department, new promotion tactics, new customer development techniques. So as a result of that marketing department of the that company, what is this company? It's an advertising company. It's a mainly online job advertisement regarding for game developing company, right? This is the case study. So game development company. So if you are recruiting someone from externally, what are the advantages? And also to mention what are the disadvantages and the conclusion also. When you write this kind of a question, so it's better to actually have kind of a knowledge part, application, analysis, and evaluation. So here define what is external recruitment. External recruitment is when the business recruits a new employees from outside the business. There are some advantages of external recruitment. For example, business will have a much larger pool of potential employees to choose. That's another advantage. So if you're using external recruitment, you have a large pool of applicants. That's another first advantage. Not like internal recruitment. Internal recruitment, you might have only few, couple of employees, but external recruitment, there is always a large number of applicants, large pool of candidates you can have. That's the first point. So the first paragraph is like that. For example, a business will have a much larger pool of potential employees to choose from when attracting a new employee from outside the business. That is possible. So apply that. In this case, the job has been advertised on the internet. So people all over the country, so then people actually have the people from all over the country can apply for this job, this position as a result of that. Or even overseas candidate also even can apply, because in the UK, even the people from European countries, even from America, they can apply if it's open for the other countries as well. Like even expect also, and also you can see a new person may be very talented and have some fresh ideas. That's a second advantage. As I told you, put some kind of another second advantage also. Then you can, what kind of a second advantage. First advantage, as I told you, the large number of candidates. So of this thing, second advantage you can think. So new person may be very talented and have some fresh ideas that could help in the business to become more competitive. However, the external recruitment is more expensive, you can see. However, external recruitment will be more expensive. That's the evaluation point. As I told you, two advantages and one disadvantages minimum. So then you can write, because evaluate or assessment, even like a 9-mark question and 12-mark question, you have to write both advantage and disadvantage of the given point. So 9-mark, you don't need to define the point, but 12-mark question you have to define. Since it's a 12-mark question, even evaluate question, you have to develop. So look at the answer then again. New person may be very talented and have some fresh idea that could help the business to become more competitive. However, external recruitment is more expensive than the internal recruitment, and there is an element of risk. The new employees is unknown for the business. That's another thing. So marketing department of this company, they sometimes they don't know the person's capacity and the person's attributes. It is probably wise to recruit externally. The evaluation overall, you can see overall, the better to recruit externally to get the best possible person for the job. How like that AJQ, Anthony Joshua knockout argument, you can say at the end for the conclusion. Answer the question what they're asking: external persons better or not, and then justify why you want to do this, because justification is important. Excel candidate may be more developed, talented, might be have more experience enough, might have new ideas to develop the marketing department of this video gaming company. Therefore, can see the disadvantages will outweigh from advantages. So as a result of, you can see the organization, they have more potential candidate can apply from large pool of candidates they can recruit for the marketing department. The director marketing can be, it's a very good idea to recruit from externally. Like that, you have to conclude the answer like that. Okay, now so far actually what we discussed is recruitment and selection part, right? So then let's go to some kind of past paper questions. So I would like to take you to this question also. You're not like this related, but you can see it is a 12 mark. So today I want to focus you some little bit of a 9-mark and 12 mark. So I like to discuss with the latest question paper with you. 2020 May, June. The paper, it was given in actually November because of this COVID-19 thing. So this is Pearson and Excel IGCSE 2020 May paper. We discuss some kind of like the case study. It's a small business paper, paper 1. So first of all, before we go to the questions, let's discuss some kind of a points in the case study. So everything you can't do up now, we selected thing we do. So alternative drumming school, we call TADS, a shortened form, alternative drum school, was set up in a wealthy area of the Crickdale, England. You can see this business was set up in a location was in a wealthy area in the Crickdale in England, right? So in 2008, by Ollie Tanner, who had the passion for and enjoyed drumming, so Ollie invested all of his savings into the drumming school. So he saw the potential of being located away from other drumming schools as well. So that's another thing. Ollie promotes his business by writing columns in local papers. This is like a kind of promotion, and performing at local music festivals, and by mainly word of mouth recommendation. He has invested heavily in the computer technology to allow students to produce the music that they enjoy in playing. And also, Ollie find it difficult to maintain a good work-life balance, however, because he's a self self-employed or sole trader in this case. And Ollie currently works 60 hours a week. You can see normally more than the full-time job. Full-time job is normally 48 hours per week, but this case he works 60 hours per week, which is actually uh, hard working. And also what happened, and which is that does not have reliable profit as well. So I'm always um, I want to go to the like a big question today. I want to focus on the MCQ part of this one big question. Let's look at the this kind of a question. Okay, first start with this question. Explain one disadvantage of being in a partnership. Explain one disadvantage. This is question of one part F. Explain one disadvantage of being in a partnership. Right? When you write in this kind of a question, normally, what kind of a what kind of question you can write? So, and disadvantage of partnership, normally you can say, yeah, profits has to be shared. Profits has to be shared. So this kind of explain question, no need to apply. So application is no need. You can just write a general answer. So disadvantage of partnership, profits has to be shared. and it's unlimited liability for a partnership. Another disadvantage. Sometimes partners they don't have legal personality, and there can be friction between partners. Like that. There are so many points, but make sure they ask only since they are asking one disadvantage, just write one disadvantage, and then try to explain that point. If you write points for 3 marks, you are getting maximum of 1 mark only. That is very unfair at the end because you know the point but you don't know how to develop it, so therefore don't do that mistake ever. If they're asking 1 point, just stick to 1 point, because sometimes if you're writing more than 1 point unnecessarily you're cutting, marks can be cut because of that, because you have to stick to 1 point, right? Always the organizations they're asking this kind of like the papers normally explain questions are there in your paper, 3 marker question. There are a lot of 3 marker question. uh, Always try to, if they're asking 1 point, give 1 point. So I'll show you the model answer for this also. Paper question of 1F. You can see when you write it for like this kind of 3 marker. Uh, yes. Award 1 mark for identification of the disadvantage plus 2 mark for the further for explaining how this will affect the business. Huh? So as I told you first, they are on the point they are explaining here. Partners may be disagree and fall down. So friction between partners, the disagreement between partners. That's the first point they explain. This meaning that the decision making can be take longer, stopping the business, moving forward with the new ideas. That's a development. Look at that. As a result of the disagreement of the partners, the business can be stopping the moving forward and with the new ideas, because there will be always right fights in between the partners, among partners. Disagreements happen. Then decision making will take long time, and as a result it stops the business of moving forward new idea. So that's a 1 point. So yeah, okay, let's move on like this kind of another question. So even I like to discuss the 12-mark question with you. The 12-mark question, this paper, the last question is a 12-mark question. uh, they're asking the importance of actually converting this business into this is a question. Among at the moment, TADS, this is called the Tanner's Alternative Drumming School, operates as a sole trader. As it becomes more successful, Oli is the sole trader's name, Oli considering becoming a private limited company. Evaluate whether the TADS should consider becoming a private limited company. You should use the information provided as well as your own knowledge of business. When you're writing this kind of a question, first of all, as I told you, knowledge, application, analysis. Since this is the last question of 12 marker, uh, right? Every paper there's a 112 marker. It is paper 1 there's 112 marker, paper 2 also there's a 112 marker. So altogether you have to write 12 markers in 2 papers. So 12 marker, how to plan first of all. First of all, before you write in this kind of a question, just plan your answer. So start with the definition part, the introduction part of the concept. In this case, they are asking considering to become private limited company. So then define what is mean by private limited company. So definition of the private limited company should know it's a limited company owned by shareholders. And then you can move on to the advantage with the application of the Oli Tanner and the dancing, it's called the drumming school, everything. So you can have a good application point is really important. 12 marker. So a method I want to say that is a normally 9 marker structure. I normally recommend the 2-1 method. In 12 marker, I prefer to write, definition and 2-1 conclusion method. Same thing. The 9 marker, 12 marker difference is the mainly you have to write like definition part here, definition part, and you can write like a 2-2 method or 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages for and against private limited company. So you can see private limited company is good in this case because of they can have limited liability. Therefore, you can see the point is you can develop and make link to the case study. This case is Oli. If convert to a private limited company, limited liability will be help him to actually develop the business. Why? Because the more shareholders can be invested, and then their liability will be limited, which means their personal properties will be get protected in case of this TADS Drumming School bankrupt. Therefore, nothing happened to the personal assets, personal belongings of the shareholders. Because of this situation, the Oli can raise more capital from the shareholders, and they can, as a result of that, he can expand the business, and he can bring, he can instrument and everything. He can buy more new instrument like piano and like new guitars, and then like new drums and everything, call it drums, and he can even expand the business with that the money that he can have like that, give the impact on the business area as a result of that. And say another point, moreover, another Meliba point, like another advantage of private limited company. So our first point, I talk about the limited liability. Second point, you can talk about, okay, private limited company have more, but can see the private limited company, they have legal personality. That means only, and this TADS business is two different entities. So therefore, as a result of that, the reputation, the public profile will be increased in the media in dealing with the company, with other companies and business. So business will be treated as a separate legal entity. Therefore, there is a continuation of the business. As a result of that, you can see when the in case of, let's say, Oli dies, business will be not die with the Oli because it's a company. Private limited company, as you can see, incorporated status, not unincorporated, incorporated status. You can talk about that. Therefore, we can see it gives some kind of like a faith and like a belief and kind of like a stability for the company, for the other shareholders to be in the business, because business have a continuation of the business there, and customers also, they will satisfied because they know drumming school is not depending on only the drumming school will be like a school, like a training school for everyone. Even though Oli is not there, the other teachers are there to continue their orders like that. So application is really important. So don't forget the application. And one however point also important. However, private limited company will be a let's say more legal barriers are there. You have to pay taxes. This will be a burden for the Oli because you have to pay income taxes. Let's go to the model answer and see what kind of things they are giving to get an idea. Look at this 12-mark question, the structure. AO1, AO stands for assessment objective. Assessment objective 1 is knowledge. Assessment 3 marks. Assessment objective 2, application 3 marks. Assessment objective 3, analysis 3 marks. And assessment objective 4, evaluation 3 marks. That means all the AOs are checking knowledge, application, analysis, evaluation. Everything they are being checked. So this case, you can say as a definition, you can start with the private limited company is a suitable type of ownership for small and medium-sized businesses. In private limited company, the shareholders can only lose the money they have invested. This is the knowledge part. Even that can be definition of features. If you can't remember what's the definition of a private limited company, you can write some features. You can see it's a business organization, it's a business setup, which is more suitable for a small business and medium-sized businesses. That also you can get some mark. And also, private limited company, the shareholders are the owners of this company. That means they have only losing the money they have invested, which is what they're saying, limited liability. Limited liability, right? So then application, what are possible application points that you can write? First of all, you can make a list out of it, because before you start writing this answer, you can even list out the points. What are the application points you can write? You can talk about drums, you can talk about the piano, you can talk about the Kiddale, the village, the rich people are staying here, right? And then the can be people's names you can talk about, the music festival thing you can talk about. So write some content which is included in this case study and not included, and you can made up some thing, right? They have mentioned about any piano, violin thing. You can make about the some development in an application or anything about the music industry you can write. So look at the application content they are mentioning here as a sample. As one man business becoming a private limited company means that Oli could raise more funds from family and friends. And TADS will have a separate legal identity, meaning that business could carry on anything happen to the Oli. If something happened to Oli, no problem, business will have a continuation. That's called incorporated status. Right? And more capital can be raised and incorporated status. Same thing which I was explaining, I think. So analysis point, look at the analysis point. If TADS option for a private limited company, then Oli can control the other owners and will be allowing him to choose people who have an interest in music. Get the application here and can invest in the business. So you can find out the people who like music, like to invest in music industry, and therefore only can control that business, and they can allow other people also to invest in the business in the music industry. And look at the evaluation point of the analysis point of the second point, having the legal status, so incorporated status. Because of this, Ollie's personal possessions are protected from limited liability, and those of his shareholders as well. This benefit of this is as a risk for the shareholders reduced. As a result of that, what happened? The impact of the shareholders risk will be reduced. Right? So there are certain techniques are there, as I told you, Meliba. Meliba. What is Meliba stand for, right? So I would like to show some couple of points like that. So what is a, you can see small acronym to focus on the Meliba thing. So when you're writing, so you can talk about first point, Meliba. So M-E-L-I-B-A, Meliba. So M stand for first one, you can say is make the point. Make a point. And E stand for you have to explain the point. Explain the point. You can use the BLT model for this. BLT model. So B because leads to and therefore model you can say for explanation because of this point. You can say this leads to and this therefore like that. And then and L try to have a link to the case study. And I stand for right impact. Impact on business. And A stand for that is you can say impact on business because of this thing, because of the this question was asking for conversion to a private limited company. What kind of impact is there on your business? What kind of impact is there on the business area, right? Which area? Area can in this case it can be shareholders, right? Or in any department, it's a financial department. Right, finance department or HR department or you can marketing department, right? So anything operation department like that. So you must be able to write some kind of like a point like that. Meliba. So don't forget Meliba point. That's a so 12-mark question. I expect at least 2 Meliba points. It's 6 strands you can write there. So 6 sentences you can build up. Make the point and explain the point, and then link it to the case study, and then impact on the business and impact on the business area, right? And like that. So definition is important, definition of knowledge part is important, and then you can actually write 2 Meliba point and the conclusion. And when you're writing a conclusion also, you can use another method called AJKO. We call normally AJKO, Anthony Joshua knockout option, right? A stand for, you can see, you can make the answer the question. Answer the question. J stand for, right? That answer question is asking, okay, whether it will be evaluate whether this would be benefit or not, right? For example, if you go back to the case study, this question they're asking one question: evaluate whether TADS should consider becoming private limited company. They should consider or they shouldn't consider. So you should use information provided as well. So you should answer the question. They're asking whether they should consider. You can say yes, they should consider. They should consider become private limited company, and then you can talk about justify, right? You can talk about yes, justify why you wanted to do it, right? For example, this case, yes, you can talk about yes, justify why you want this, and then you can talk about. You can talk about justify, mean give some kind of like a punch for the ending. You can say yes, they should convert to a private limited company because Ollie, in this case, he is working 60 hours a week, which is hard working. Therefore, he can reduce this burden, he can reduce this stress by actually converting the business to private limited company because more shareholders can be joined, more partners and more support can be have, more capital can be raised. Therefore, like that, justify. Write some few points to support your answer. And then K, knockout part. So then talk about the give some kind of like a so kind of a knowledge. Knowledge on the industry, because talk about yes, because there are so many other industry sources they're using, such as you can see knowledge in the other industry, knowledge on the industry, because they mention at the use your knowledge in the industry as well. Especially in the question also mentioned that they evaluate You can use your own knowledge in the industry. Use your own knowledge in the industry. The music industry, you can see, yeah, yes, there are a lot of music schools are there, like the, let's say, Yamaha Music Center, Sony Music Center, something like that. You can see they also format, they are all already established private limited companies or PLCs. So like that, you also can share that thing. Even you can talk about the competitor's name in the industry in this case. Then only we can see you. This is actually sounds is very good. Like a 12 out of 12 you can reach. That means definitely you can go for 9 in Edexcel examination. And also O stand for can give overall. Overall, I believe so. Therefore, and this case only should go ahead with the idea of converting this business in the organization into private limited company. So keep in mind these methods are really important when you're writing for 12 mark question and 9 mark questions. So I believe this Meliba point and the AJQ models you can use in your writing writing skills. So this one also I'll share with you. Then you can better when you're writing for 12 markers and 9 markers in examinations, you can definitely you can go for very good grades in future. So let's move on to the question what they're expecting here. So we can see they evaluate whether TAD should consider for becoming a private limited company. You should use the information provided as well as your own knowledge. So let's go to the market scheme. That's why own knowledge, AJKO. So knowledge of the business is really important. We can talk about other competitors, other markets, other music industry in the case studies, right? So that was really important. Let's go to the marking scheme, what they mentioned. In analysis point, let's say evaluation point, if you option have a private limited company, or you can control who and the other owners will be allowing him to choose people who have an interest in music and can invest in the business. Moreover, having a limited status means that only his personal possessions are protected, and those of his shareholders also limited liability status. And the benefit of this is that the risk of shareholders is reduced. Look at the evaluation point. However, on the other hand, private limited company, there are some drawbacks, right? Always make sure to write at least one drawback in your evaluation point. Because like a 12 mark, you have to write one and a half page, right? You have to plan it before you write. That's what I'm talking about. You can plan your answer before you're writing, right? However, only maybe not get a lot of interest, so cannot raise large amount of money, right? So they say, however, only may not get a lot of interest from people. That's why you are thinking like that. So cannot raise large amount of money, and this can slow down his expansion plans, right? He may find it easier to option for another source of finance, such as bank loan. It's an alternative viewpoint they're giving here, right? Without going to private limited company, but another alternative, he might not get the disadvantage point, right? Mentioning evaluation is like that. This is not a conclusion, evaluation, right? This drawback of the private limited company. And they're giving this another Melivia point I can say, right? The private limited company, sometimes they might not get enough money they invest because it's a music industry. Some people, they say, I don't believe in music industry. It might be a flop, it might be a failure. So therefore, he might not get, because even if it become private company, who want to invest in all private companies? Some private firms are there, they don't make any money. And it's a sole trader also, right? Mainly. So this will be hit down, and then his expansion plan. And he may be find it easier to option for another source of finance. They're giving the reason also, yes. Therefore, I think they're giving some solution for it also. So always, if you make some disadvantage, try to give some solution for it also to how to overcome that. Yeah. Therefore, if we not get enough funds, they can go for searching about the other source of finance, such as bank loan, rather than change the legal ownership of the business. So he does not lose any control of the business, because another thing is, because private firm, you have to share the ownership with other shareholder. You are the major shareholder, but you can keep the 60% and you can give the 40% to others, but still their influence is there with you. Right? Look at the other point. However, it's like a conclusion. Becoming a private limited company involve increase in the paperwork. Another disadvantage. Paperwork, large paperwork, and some information will have to be shared publicly, and this could be some of the interest to the Ollie's competitors. That's another thing, because you have to prepare the financial reports and you have to make it public. As a result of that, this could share some interest of the Ollie's competitors also might get this information. This will be a threat for the future. So anyway, conclusion line is also important. however and everything. So mention about the just definition, advantages and disadvantages, you can see. So always list your answer, like make a plan like this. So I like to show you how to make a plan for this question before you're writing. uh, you can see, first of all, you can actually make a plan like this, right? You can make a cross like this, like in the paper, and you can write what is the definition, what kind of definition you can write for this question. And then you can talk about what are the like two advantages we are going to write on the private limited company, two benefits. And then on the right you can say two drawbacks. This case you can say advantage, limited liability, more capital can be raised. Here you can say, however, there are two disadvantages, but you can say there is a lot of paperwork involving, and sometimes it might be not sufficient, because sometimes people might not invest in the business like a private small firms. Sometimes the ideas is not good, therefore they should go with the bank loans or something. And then you write down the conclusion. What kind of thing? Conclusion means AJKO, right? This one you have to write AJKO model. Right. This should be like a Meliba point, 6 strands. Anyway, we cover 2 Meliba, like a 1 Meliba point. You can have these 2 points there. Another Meliba point, you can have another 2 disadvantage, another paragraph. So altogether, I expect 4 paragraph for this. Like you can start down with the like definition part or featuring part, and then give another paragraph which include at least 2 major points with the explanation and the link into the case study, and start with another paragraph, however point on the other hand, or however point like a 2 disadvantage should be included in that Meliba, and write the conclusion at the end, the AJKO model. AJKO model. So this is how you have to plan for a 12 marker structure. Right? In a 9 marker structure, you don't need to write the definition part, right? When you're planning for a 12 marker structure, this is the way then you're writing for a 12 marker structure, right? So this is the thing, like normally when you're writing for this kind of question, make sure to write everything perfectly. Then like a time management is important. 12 marker maximum time is, you can say 12 minutes, 12 minutes plus 2 maximum, let's say 15 minutes if you can keep for this reserve at the end, so you can actually go for the good grade, because this paper 1.5 hour you have to fill, right? And this paper is out of only 80 marks, and then paper you have to entire paper for this paper is only 90 minutes. 90 minutes, you can see 1 hour and 30 minutes, 90 minutes. Total paper mark is 80. So you can I understand that for 80 mark question you have 90 minutes, so you don't have time to, only extra 10 minutes only you have. So when you're doing like a 12 mark question, so maximum means you can spend it like 12 to 14 minutes. Keep in mind like that. Two additional 2 minutes you can keep like that to read the question and organize your answer like that. So I believe so this today's lesson actually we got a good idea about how to develop the point, how to develop 12 mark question and everything, the structure. Then we'll see you in my next session about another, how to develop another 9 mark question and everything. I hope you enjoy my video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you, sir.